Hey y'all, thought I'd pop in here and give you a little lesson on, I should have got my tripod out, on how to make white gravy, milk gravy. You get, after you've fried your meat, this is crumbs in the bottom, that's why it's brown. I'm trying to hold the camera and do this. When you get your grease good and hot, you sprinkle your flour. This is the flour mixture that I used to bread my pork chops with. You put your bunch of flour in here. The flour amount's based on how much grease you have. Okay. And then you're going to take your whisk. A whisk is really important to me. Or if you don't have a whisk, then a fork. But you've got to get in there to get those clumps in your gravy or in your flour broken up pretty good. And you want to cook it. Hang on just a second. Okay, I added a little more flour. You want to cook it for a few minutes. You want to stir it around here and get it all mixed in with your grease. Like I said, mine's going to be a little brown because of I had 2 rounds of pork chops to cook in my skillet, so my flour crumbs that were in the bottom got a little brown, but it's not going to affect the taste. It'll probably make it a little bit better. Look at the mess I've made all over my stove. You want to cook it just a little bit to get rid of your raw flour taste, okay? Just stir, stir, stir. Don't walk away from it because it will burn. And it'll burn quick and it'll burn easy, and then your gravy will taste burnt. I've got my burner up on about 8. I'm going to pull it back just a little. I've got a little bit of cream, heavy cream here left from holiday cooking. I'm going to put some of that in here. I'm going to finish off my bottle. I put some in my mashed potatoes, so our food is extra fattening tonight. Extra unhealthy. And then I add a little bit of whole milk. And you want to keep your heat up and you want to keep stirring. Just keep stirring. Okay, hang on just a second again. Okay, everybody got away from me there trying to do this one-handed. I had to add a good bit more milk. Yeah, I'm really making a mess. And just stir. You just have to stir in a little short circular motion. If you get too happy with it, you're going to do like me and have milk all over the stovetop. But just keep stirring till you break all that thickening, all that roux up in the bottom. And I need to add a little bit of salt probably. You can see there's some spices in this that I put in my breading. There's some onion powder and garlic powder and salt and pepper. And I normally don't put that stuff in my gravy. That was just in my breading, and I decided to go ahead and use that. I had flour and cornstarch, self-rising flour and cornstarch in my breading to bread my pork chops with. I'm going to give it a little taste. I don't want to over salt, but now I don't think my breading was super salty. Yeah, it needs a little bit of salt because it's kind of got a little sweet flavor to it from that heavy cream. So we're going to put a little bit of salt in it. See how that just kind of thickened right up? It's not near as dramatic when you're using 2 hands. Not literally, you're nearly as dramatic. Scrape the sides of your skillet down. This skillet here I've had for almost as long as we've been married. 30 plus years. Turn your heat way down when you get it as thick as you want. Back your heat off. I've got it up on low. And just keep it stirring. When you think you've got it as thick as you want, go ahead and pull it off the heat. You don't want it to continue cooking when you've got it as thick as you want. I need to get me another spoon and check the salt level again. We got some mashed potatoes, some crescent rolls, some of my home canned corn with cream and butter in it. Okay, let's see. That's good. That's really good. Very good. Does have a little tiny bit of sweet flavor. but certainly not unbearable. It's good. I didn't make biscuits because I had these croissants in the freezer. I'd bought them frozen at Walmart, and they'd been in there a while. You had to cook them from frozen, and I just thought I'd get them out of there and use them. That was before I decided to do gravy. So no biscuits tonight, but we can have gravy on our mashed potatoes. And over here, let me take you over, on our pork chops. These are actually boneless pork loin. Kroger had pork loins on sale one time, so I got a couple of them and took them to the meat department and had them slice them and tenderize them, and then I brought them home and put them in, portioned them out 4 to a pack, and I vacuum sealed them. These pork chops have been in my freezer for a year. A little over a year, actually. No freezer burn. They were perfect, just like I'd put them in there yesterday. Vacuum sealing is good about that. It keeps all the air and all the moisture away from the food, so it doesn't freezer burn near as fast. So this is what we're going to have. We're going to have the pork chops, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, and crescent rolls. That's our supper for tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed this little short cooking segment. Give it a like and a share, and comment. Let me know what you think. Have a great day. God bless.